Okay, so welcome to the ice evading downside not breaking. I don't really know what to call this. I guess endgame ice longsword build would be my preferred way of saying it. Obviously, you can see what we're going with here. We're going with the Anubis hat helmet look, although I prefer to kind of put on the layered armor for this instead and go over here and then go down to the Silver Knight and pop that on. I think that looks better, but you know, we could also go shirtless, you know, or maybe a bit that looks quite cool actually, you know, that works pretty well. But I wanted to show you the build and exactly what it's designed to do. Now you'll notice the clips that I've got at the beginning, there were actually quite a lot of long extended clips, and that's because this set is basically designed to keep you in the fight as long as possible and constantly hitting the monster, which is, you know, a pretty good way of doing things. Now I will go through everything here and now. So equipment wise, we've got the health charm 3. This is, you can obviously take this out and put quick sheath in if you think you don't need the extra health, but I like to play it a little bit safe because if you do get hit, you don't have any form of blocking with a longsword, obviously. So that's how I'm going to play it. I like to play it slightly more safer. You know, I'd rather finish a hunt 2 minutes behind what most people would do, and not have to die, and, you know, play safe and sound, make sure I get all my hits in, break all my parts, all the usual stuff. But here's something I wanted to show you anyway. So we got the Kushala B up here, obviously for the ice attack and the evade window. Kushala B again, obviously for the Handicraft 2. The Damascus for the Handicraft 2. The Kushala for the ice attack. And the Narkakuga bombs for the evade window. Now you could probably take this one out and put in another Kushala Greaves if you wanted to, and then just gem in the single slot of evade window. And then you also have like the evade extender as well, so then you can have evade extender and evade window, which will make you ridiculous. But I don't think you necessarily need evade extender if you've got evade window, because evade window makes your invincibility frames better anyway. So I think doing it this way is slightly better, but each to their own. Now going through the decorations, obviously it's limited to what kind of decorations you've got, but the way I've made it is so that the class is basically built around constantly attacking, and when you do have to evade, then you've got much easier chance of doing so, and if you do get hit, then you're not gonna die, is the idea behind it. Because of course, like I said before, blocking is not a thing with this class whenever you use a longsword, and I'm trying to gem out the weaknesses of longsword in the first place. So we've got the slider and evasion. This just so happens to be the way I've worked it out with the evade window in the 4, to make sure that we've got that in there. And the affinity sliding, you know, it's just sort of a bonus added onto it, an extra 30% affinity for half a minute or so. It's brilliant, isn't it? Defense, obviously, build up the defense boost. Steadfast for the stun resistance. I'll explain why that's important in a moment. Another hard defense duel. Another steadfast duel. Crisis and handicraft, obviously. I mainly did this for the handicraft, but obviously the resuscitate bit on here improves evasion, reduces stamina depletion when afflicted by normal status effects. You do have that unfortunate incident where maybe you're poisoned, but hey ho, doesn't matter, because guess what, your evasion is improved, your stamina depletion is going down, you might be able to get out of the way, it saves you. Defense duel, obviously, to bring that defense up a little bit more. Fortitude and evasion. Fortify, obviously a great thing on any class. If you do faint, you know, you can kill yourself twice at the beginning and get yourself an additional 10% and an additional 15% each time. Works very well, obviously. Frost to bring up that ice attack. Free meal comes free with the evade window. Absolutely awesome. Another defense, and then 2 destroyer duels in the mantle as well. And so the idea with this class, as you can see, the defense boost, if you get hit, then it's not going to be as bad. Obviously, that's what we're going for here. The full-blown ice attack. We want to make as much use as for the long swords, quick hits as possible. Obviously, handicraft to bring it up to that beautiful level of purple sharpness. Evade window, so that you can just evade out of the way of the attack and then keep on attacking. The health boost kind of an insurance policy. You can swap out the triple health boost charm for a triple quick sheath charm, which works really, really well with a longsword. In this case, I like to play it a little bit safer, and that's why I'm going with a health boost. Stun resistance too. Obviously, being stunned is basically your #1 form of death in Iceborne. Stun resistance is a big, big old factor now, and that 90% reduction is enough to should be able to get you out of 9 out of 10 attacks that would have maybe killed you. Obviously, having a full level of stun resistance would be more ideal, but in this case, 2 will do just fine. Fortify, fairly self-explanatory, and the rest of them are kind of fairly self-explanatory as well. But you'll see that the longsword, with the purple sharpness and the bits and pieces that we got there, the high element is working really well, and it's an alternative sort of class that you have to those high crit build classes, and they may technically be better, but if you want to do that ice damage, this is a pretty damn good way of doing it, and it is super fun as well. So that's basically the build, guys. If you enjoyed the video, obviously make sure you leave a like. That would help me out massively. Next time, I've sort of decided to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to do a hunt, sort of like a live hunt, talking you through the class at the beginning, then going on the hunt, soloing it, showing you exactly what the class is meant to do, how to play it, all that sort of stuff. Make sure that it all goes well. So it's more of a live commentary, a little bit less formal. Not that this is really formal, but you understand what I'm on about. So yeah, happy hunting, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Muchas lovas. Bye bye.